You know how they are about spirits and curses.
He's not a wizard.
I wanted the magic to emerge from realness, to be very grounded and rooted. The Caribbean folklore history is so rich and deep. We have our own magic. Some people might believe it or not believe it, but the reality is it exists, it's real, and it's a part of the culture. Filmmaking-wise, it just gives us this amazing library of characters, spirits, and all of that to feed into the story.
Obia is very real. You all have reason to fear it.
Obia. It's pronounced Obia.
In many historical examples of rebellions across the Caribbean, there is usually a witch doctor or an Obia man or a voodoo priest involved. The white planters really feared them because it gave people conviction and faith.
Obia is really a cultural identity, you know. It's knowing that we are never severed from ancestry.
People really believe this. It's been in use from ancient times.
The truth is, the word Obia means healing. They have a knowledge of herbs. They have a knowledge of oils. They have a knowledge of the oceans. They have a knowledge of what was given to us by God that can cause change for you in a way that you might want.
It's been really fascinating to learn the idea of spirits of the dead and how you can call upon them, rum being used to protect you from spirits, the idea that a spirit can actually possess somebody. It's not just made up supernatural, this is really grounded in historical spiritual traditions.
With this series, we play with it, make it larger than life to make an entertaining picture.
Something awful's happened, something supernatural. Oh, it's more or less my death scene. You won't be at all a surprise when you see what I look like before I die.
Of course, there's a huge amount of special effects, some of which had to look very realistic. When Eugene has his mosquito bites, we wanted that to look so grotesque, but grotesque enough that not even the doctors know what's going on.
It looked so realistic and so wild, taking this knife to this massive bulbous thing on his face.
Got it. Thank you all very much.
I enjoyed that, and I'm glad I can tick that off my list as an actor.
What is it?
A grimoire. I have not yet met a man able to harness its power.
Has a woman ever read it?
The elements of magic in the script were certainly very attractive. We researched Obia magic, and then there is a European type of dark magic, which is in contrast to that.
For me, the European ritual magic, the grimoire magic, is a metaphor for the planters, enslavement, control, and the Caribbean magic, the Obia, is a metaphor for rebellion and resistance.
Charlotte was not doing Obia. It can be a gruesome thing, you know, when people practice like dark magic.
We've got tongues, we've got eyeballs, we've got nails, fingers, toes, ears. In the story, basically, Charlotte is going around and taking these parts and using magic to control people using the parts of their body. When you see this tray, I think it's kind of like a shock value of how much she's actually been doing this.
The zombie myth that came actually from Haiti was this idea of perpetual slavery, that even in death, you can't be free.
When we started first talking about the zombies, my first inclination when I read it was we can't do like zombies because that's been done a million times. What we wanted to do is we wanted to take all the heat and all the glow and all the life out of them.
There was one particular reference image that we used, which was a photograph of two escaped enslaved people, and their clothes are just hanging off them, literally in rags. So that was our kind of key reference for the zombies.
The zombie is the most difficult character. He's not eating brains, he's not biting anybody, he's not running around. He is a slave. He's captured from a missing tooth. What I imagine for him is this heart, mind, tooth. What if those were on a string, like a fish hook? What if that's kind of like pulling him
There is so much action in this show. And we've been really, really incredibly lucky to work with an amazing stunt coordinator, designing all of these moments where these surreal, supernatural elements come into play. The first big one being when Oliver is possessed by Charlotte and gets pulled up into the ceiling.
Before we even start filming, we do a wire work test. We put a weight bag, which simulates the weight of the performer, making sure everything is secure, and we do a test with a stunt double. And then on the day, we also involve the actual actor himself, Johnny, to do part of the stunt.
Okay, coming up. 3, 2, 1, action.
I just think it's all so incredible. The detail and the work and the craftsmanship. I will never get over how cool that is, ever.